I'm Benjamin Akande. I want to share with you one of the most impactful stories I've ever heard. One that really has stayed with me for all my life. And it happened on the 23rd of August, 1979. It was the day before I left Nigeria for the United States. And my dad is a storyteller, and some of the stories are authentic and some of them we figured he made up. But there was always a story, there was always a takeaway. And this one happened on the Alabama highway in a gusting rainstorm, probably sometime in the late 50s. And he described the situation that the rain was coming down and this African-American lady's car had broken down and she was trying to get to town, but she was stuck on the highway and she tried to wave down folks as they passed by and nobody stopped. And what must have felt like eternity, he said that eventually a young white male stopped, gave her a ride to town, make sure she was safe, got her a cab so that she could get home. The story goes that before this young man left, she asked the young man, could you give me your information, your address, your name? And the young man said, no problem, just did this, I hope you're fine. She insisted. And so he gave her his name and his address. My dad fast forwards and says a couple of days later, this young man receives a large box with a black and white console TV in that box. And I guess in those days, black and white TV were huge. And on that box was a note from this woman, and it read, I want to thank you for helping me the other day on the highway. Your assistance enabled me to get home to my husband just before he passed away. Thank you. Signed, Mrs. Nat King Cole. The very essence of that story is when you help strangers, not knowing who they are, not knowing where they're from, not knowing anything about them, but just helping people. That story has resonated with me throughout my days in the United States because it speaks to a nation that always comes together to help each other, to care for each other, to enable each other's success. That's essentially what Stifel has always done and continues to do so well, to help individuals, to help organizations, to help communities, to strengthen their capacity to be difference makers. And that's why I'm so excited to be at Stifel, because I'm part of a team that believes in the wonderfulness of America and the ability to be able to make things better. It's good to be here at Stifel. Thank you.